All right, what's good, Julie? I'm showing you guys my new season 5 settings that I have right here in Core. You know what I'm saying? I do a little season settings video every time the new season comes out. Show people settings I have, so people can see my other video, stuff like that. But yeah, let's get into all the settings and break down why I use every last one of them. All right, so first, sensitivity. I usually run 6 or 7 sensitivity every time in Call of Duty. I don't run nothing higher, nothing lower. It's either a 6 or a 7. And this year it is a 6. So you run 6 6. ADS stick sensitivity. We don't touch those. We leave that at a 1. So that's both 1 1 for high and low zoom. Button layout. I play tactical, which I switched to a couple of years ago. This is in fact I love to slide with my R3. That's definitely better for me. I didn't have a skull, so now I choose to slide with R3 instead of circle. We run tactical and we use tactical flip. Which is the simple fact I can shoot with R1 and L1, and I use that because when I didn't have a skull, I had no trigger stoppers in the back. I was shooting with L2 and R2, so it was like, okay, let's use L1 and R1. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to press too far down with reacting to actually work. So it's like, okay, we use that. I'm just so used to it now. I use tactical flip. Invert vertical look, that's disabled. You don't want to look down while going up. There's a whole bunch of stuff happens with that. Aim response curve type. I messed around with this a couple times for each season, but it's definitely still dynamic. It says reverse S curve mapping for fine aim rate control. Fast initial response that smooths out with high stick deflection. So basically, you're way more accurate than any other settings in here. It's definitely better for people who are accurate in the game. I use dynamic. In fact, that I am used to it. I like it. I feel like it's the perfect aim assist. Even though sometimes I do lose aim assist a lot, but that's just the game in itself. And that's just that. Control vibration off because I stopped playing vibration a couple of years ago. If I use it now, it'll definitely just feel weird. Target aim assist, of course, that's on. Just have aim assist in general. Target aim assist, aim mode is legacy. Legacies, it's a default aim assist that's in Warzone. Now I could put this to like precision or focus, but to me, legacy just fits best when it comes to dynamic. I feel like anything higher than that, it'll just make it move way too slow, and it's like, okay, you can't, like, if you want to unlock off somebody and switch to somebody else, I feel like if you have it higher than legacy, it just won't work like that. We have that ADS aim assist, of course, that's enabled. Airborne mental behavior manual, because you don't want to be jumping and do something and automatically just hops onto something in the middle of a gunfight. That's definitely annoying. We got grounded mental behavior on press, even downside behavior hold, steady aim behavior hold, armor behavior, apply all, attack vehicle control mode. That's stuff for like fire team, stuff like that. Stick layout, that's default. When you're not too crazy, you having like kind of inverted when you're not like that. ADS swap sticks, that's disabled. You don't really need that because it does a lot of weird stuff sometimes when you're playing the game. It says the stick will swap as soon as the ADS is pressed, and yeah, it does. No, that's something you have. That's personal preference in my opinion. That one right there. Left minimum input never works. Dead zone is a 2 because that's my running button. I don't have a secret for my running button. Left stick maximum input threshold, it's max. So that's that's like the pressure you put on it on the button for it to actually work and activate. So that's definitely max. You don't want to have no type of delay on your buttons. Now my right stick, I used to have it too, but the more I play the game, the more my controller gets broken up. So I put it to a 5 now. I do have a little stick drift now, so that's definitely a 5. And the same thing for my right stick threshold. That's 99. Trigger dead zone, that's a 2. I don't need a type of delay on my trigger stoppers when I'm doing that, when I'm trying to shoot. So we definitely need a delay on that. Control sounds enabled, that's personal preference. Auto move forward disabled. Auto sprint, that's also personal preference, but mine is disabled. The behavior goes to, so just press it once and does nothing after that. Sprint cancel reload, definitely disabled. No one should ever have that on. Whenever you try to get out of a gunfight, you want to run and reload at the same time. You don't want your sprint to cancel that. Parachute, auto deploy, that's personal preference right there. That's enabled for me. Equipment behavior hold. Interact / reload, just tap the reload because I don't need contextual tap. This isn't Warzone, nothing like that, so we have that. Now for my graphics, the safe area bound, this is like the default right here for PlayStation. Color blinds, not colorblind, so everything I have colorblind off, but I do change the color of like the enemies and my teammates and my icons. Just make the gun more colorful, make it more fun looking at the mini map. Use that brightness, that's default 50. That's no screen stuff. I really care about that. My FOV now used to be 115, but it's like I might delay that inevitable and just go to 120, which I did. So now I play at 120, and I definitely do feel faster. You know what I'm saying, if you have FOV, definitely crank that thing up, because people say you lose aim assist after 110, which is not true. I don't want people to say that, but definitely at 120 you definitely do feel faster, and that's on PlayStation. But so imagine on PC, you definitely feel way faster. So we definitely have it at 120 and have it ADS field of view affected. It zooms out your gun eyesight, and there's definitely less visual recoil on your gun, 100%. Vehicle aiming field of view affected, motion blur disabled. No one should ever play with motion blur on. Just makes your whole screen look blurry whenever you just move around, stuff like that. Audio sound obviously not muted. Master volume is maxed 100%, because definitely I'm trying to hit them footsteps in this game. Sound effects 100%, dialogue 100%, cinematics 100%. That's personal preference. Audio preset. Now mine is definitely high boost, and it's always been high boost for the last couple of years. Will stay high boost. You know what I'm saying? That's to me that's the best one. You hear everything more louder. My personal opinion. Hit marker sound effect. It's either you want to have hit markers off or on. To me, hit markers on is obviously the best thing to do to know when you're actually hitting our target. You have that, and select hit marker sound effect classic, which is, in other words, BO4's hit marker sounds is that for classic, and default is obviously cool. It's regular hit marker. I use classic. To me, switch up the game, sounds better, stuff like that. But voice chat, this is all personal preference right here. If you use game chat, I don't use game chat whatsoever. But yeah, my voice chat is enabled. Game chat is enabled. My mic volumes here, mic sensitivity, and my stuff like that. Alright, for my interface, subtitles are off. I don't play Call of Duty subtitles. I don't need it. Crosshair, definitely show the crosshair, so I know my centering is at. Hit marker visuals, we're definitely gonna need that. Like I said, to see if I'm hitting a target or not. Damage based hit markers, like to show, you see how it lights up red, you can actually kill somebody, so we definitely have that. I like health bar, show, enemy health bar, show, but every now and then it will just not show whatsoever, but that's just the game being stupid. Full names we have for player names, horizontal compass, compass off, compass on if you want. Floating damage, that's for zombies, health, and there's just a couple other stuff. Just like tips right here for zombies, and more zombie stuff right here. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is my season 5 settings right here. I'll do another video later on, maybe in the season or the next season after that, if I change anything. But yeah, come check if you're new.